I'm the nosiest person alive. And one thing that I really enjoy to do is watch what I spend in a week. I love seeing what people spend on, especially people with a lot of money. I find it so interesting that you have an extra like £2 a week to spend on whatever the hell you want. I don't even make that in a month. So I thought it would be interesting to see what an average employed 17-year-old spends in a week. And let me tell you, it was a lot more than I wanted to. This is no hate to any rich people. I just think it's really interesting to see what I spend in a week versus somebody that can spend £2 in a week. I just find it interesting. And hopefully you will too. So if you do, like and subscribe and comment and just tell me that I'm really fit to boost my ego. That's all. Enjoy the video.
Selected stores, see shop edge for details, be drink away. Love more, 80 after.
So fucking ashamed at how much I've just spent in fucking Morrison's. Not even Morrison's, the fucking cafe. And I definitely got the thing that was the least value for my fucking money too. I just got a fucking toasty. And the toasty was shit too. It was horrible cheese. Sorry, I'm complaining now, but I'm really pissed off. This is why we don't try new things, people. It just ends in horror. I spent way too much money yesterday. Way too much. It could have been worse. I think I only spent about £15, but that's a lot in a day for me. On an average day when I'm at work, I really try to spend nothing. The most I'm willing to spend is money for bus fare and maybe some mints. That's about it. So today and tomorrow and Thursday and maybe Friday, I'm gonna try spend no money. Or as little as possible at least. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about expenses that only come out monthly or every couple of weeks that need to be added to this list. First being driving lessons. I don't have one this week, but I had one on Saturday and I have one next Wednesday. So we're gonna count a driving lesson in this week. I spend £70 a lesson for 2.5 hours, depending on what we have time for. I think it's a decent price. I've heard that some people spend like £100 for a 2-hour lesson, which I think is just fucking ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, I don't like that I spend £70 for 2 hours of driving, but I do. There's nothing I can do about it other than get a different driving instructor, which I'm not going to do. And then also off the top of my head, the only other monthly expense that I have is my Spotify premium subscription, which is £12 a month. So that's what, £3 a week? So we can also include that. I try to do driving lessons around every 10 days because that's really all I can afford in a month. I don't want to be spending much more than £210 on driving lessons. It's a lot of money. I did it. I managed to spend no money yesterday, which I'm very happy about because Monday was a little bit devastating for me. I really try to not spend any money through the week, especially when I'm at work, because then it's like I'm kind of losing out on money. Do you know what I mean? I literally only like to pay for my bus fare and mints or a drink or a snack if I absolutely need to when I'm working. But it's fine. This week's a bit of an anomaly. It's a bit of an odd one. I'm working more shifts than I normally do, so it was kind of expected. But I'm still not happy about it, and I'm definitely not happy about spending a tenner on a fucking toasty with some chips and a drink. That's ridiculous. And the toasty wasn't even good. It was floppy. And it had fake cheese, and the ham was, well, the ham was actually probably the best part, but that's irrelevant. I still regret spending the amount of money that I did. We do have one little expense to pay for today, which I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to say, but I'm going to be open and honest. I'm an open book, sort of. I did spend £12.50 today on a vape. I know it's not good, it's Don't do it, but I do, and it's life. To be honest though, I have cut down a lot. I used to get a vape every week. Now I get one every 2 weeks. And if it dies in that 2 weeks, tough. That's it. And I've really stuck to that. I do now only spend £24 a month, or 25. But that's still more than I'd like to, but it is what it is. It's fine. Like I said, there's no judgment in here. If you're judging, get the fuck out, okay? I keep finding bits all over my shirt because I'm reusing the same shirt that I wore yesterday because I'm working all week this week. So I don't have enough shirts to wear a new one every day. So I'm just trying to do my best and make things last. But I don't know what I was doing at work yesterday, but I got very, not even dirty. It's just like there's hairs and white stuff all over me. Anyway, I'm keeping my fingers and toes and legs and arms and hairs crossed. I don't know why I looked down when I said hairs. That I don't spend any more money today. I shouldn't need to. So it should be fine. I need all of your opinions on something. Oh my god, why am I so bright? Basically, the other week, I decided to wear this lovely little number over an outfit because I realised that I never wear this. I just wanted something to cover the shirt a little bit, add a little bit of interest to the fit. So I decided to go for this, but I don't know if it looks stupid. Obviously, I wouldn't normally wear it in a black outfit because that just looks stupid. But like, do I just look like a frumpy blue mess? Or does it look normal? Because I was trying to figure this out when I was wearing it. And then I also thought for a second about wearing it today because I didn't know what to wear to go outside because it's not hot, but it's also not cold. But then it also might rain, so I'm not too sure. I'm definitely not going to wear this anyway because I quickly realised that I'm wearing a very dark outfit and it doesn't go. I just look like an idiot. But anyway, opinions would be greatly appreciated. If any of you are going to call me ugly, you can fuck off. Because I don't care. I want real, honest thoughts and opinions. Who the fuck is that? Sorry, I thought that was somebody that I knew, but I don't think it is. So I've already been to work today. I did a morning shift, so everything is taken out of me. It was boiling and it was too much and I was up too early. I'm determined to make today no spend day, and I got very lucky because I managed to get myself a lift to and from work. I did think I was going to have to pay for a bus fare, at least for my way back, but I got very lucky and I didn't have to, and I'm very appreciative. And to prove that I don't need to spend any money and to make myself feel better about the tenner that I spent at Morrison's Cafe at the start of this week, I've made my own toasties. And they're actually crispy and they actually have tomato in it, which Morrison's for some fucking deluded reason didn't. Who wants just a ham and cheese toastie? Not me. That's too salty. Anyway, hopefully this makes me feel a bit better about the start of this week. Tomorrow's going to be the real kicker. I've got a shopping trip. That is so much better. So much better. And it didn't cost me a £5. And I got more than one slice. Fuck. It is still very hot. We've finally made it to Saturday, which was indeed shopping day. We had a pretty early start. We had to be out of the house by 11 to get up to my auntie's by 11:30. But we also had to drop off my sister at my grandma's and go to the co-op. Because it was so early, I was starving. I hadn't had anything to eat, so I decided to get a little meal deal. But none of the mains were appealing to me, so I let my mum pick the main and I kept the snack and the drink. But it's all fine because when we got to Leeds, my auntie decided to get this incredible naan wrap thing, and she only ate half and she let me have the other half, and oh my god, it was fucking incredible, and I didn't even have to pay for it. The first shop we went to was Primark. Can you tell it rained? Can you? This handle snapped off when I was walking around Boots. It was just lovely. This was about the only piece of clothing that I actually found in Primark, and it wasn't even on theme. I was meant to be shopping for my holiday, getting shorts and shirts, but they had fuck all It was horrible. So I ended up getting this incredible green jacket. I thought it'd be perfect for autumn. I'm gonna buy some of them, you know, like the iron-on patches and maybe some pins, some badges to kind of jazz it up a little bit because it's very plain, but I still love it. What I don't love was the price. Yes, I paid £35 for this piece of shit. It's actually not a piece of shit, I really fucking like it. But when you walk into Primark, you don't expect to spend more than a tenner on any single thing. So it were pretty disappointing when I looked at the price. What else did Primark have to offer? Oh, 2 packs of cotton-rich socks because they were so cheap and you can never have enough socks. £2. I think I spent like £7 at Sainsbury's for the same thing. And they ripped within like a month of me owning them. So that was definitely necessary. My bag is ripping. My God. Okay, shit, everything's falling out. Oh, fuck yeah. Then I decided that I can't spend my usual £30 that I do on cologne. It's not in the budget. So I got these. £2.50 each, which I think is a fucking bargain. And they really don't smell bad at all. I think this one was my favourite. Oh. Okay, yeah. Not the best, but you definitely can't complain for £2.50. Then we took ourselves into H&M, which I'm gonna be honest, every time I go into H&M I get severely depressed because everything's so fucking expensive. But I found this, which I really liked, and I thought, I'm not gonna find any more shirts today, so I may as well pick up the only one that I can find. I did find 2 pairs of jeans, which I thought would go perfect with this and a lot of my other clothes, but they were almost £40 and that just wasn't in the budget at all, so I had to put them down. And I also got some rings. Okay, that's fucking boring. Lastly, I went into Boots, which, let me give you a little backstory. At the end of last week, I was planning on getting the bus into town and going into Savers and Poundland because they always do me perfectly. I can always get exactly what I need there and it's all really cheap. But my mum said, oh, don't worry, I can get everything you need when I do at food shop. Just send me the money. I thought, great, I don't have to spend money on a fucking bus fare. Tell me why my mum got nothing that I asked for. Nothing. So I had to have a little look in Boots instead. And it was extremely disappointing and extremely overpriced. I just got the cheapest things that I could. Some stuff were way too fucking expensive, which I'll tell you about in a second, because there's one that literally felt like I was being stabbed through the heart. 2 Nivea body washes. They were only £1.30, so I picked them up. Toothpaste. It was only £1. Why not? Moisturiser. Everybody needs moisturiser. And an antiperspirant. I decided to get a new scent, because a couple of years ago I heard that you're supposed to switch up the scent and type and make or whatever of your deodorant or antiperspirant every now and again because your armpits get used to it and then it just stops working. My plan is to use this same one. Obviously I'll probably have to buy a new one before I go on holiday, but I'm going to use this same type all the way up until I go on holiday, and then I'll use this on holiday so it works and I'll smell nice and fresh. Fingers crossed. That's all I got from Boots. I did need to get shampoo and sun cream as well. Oh, and my face moisturiser. But I ordered that off Amazon. You can't get that in store, it's a bit fucking annoying. This is the sun cream that I get. The last time I went into Savers, it was on offer and I got this for about £2.50. Tell me why I spend about 40 minutes trying to find this in Boots. I finally find it. I'm thinking, fuck yes, I can finally get out of here. I walk up, I look at the price and I'm mortified. It was £8. And do you know what makes it even worse? That was half price at Boots. So they normally charge £16 for this, which I can get for at most £4 at fucking Savers. So it's safe to say that I'll never be shopping at Boots again. I feel really scammed out of everything that I own.
Please insert or scan your...
Also, technically the money that I spent yesterday does not count because it was money that I saved. I saved for this holiday shopping trip. Feels like I got fuck all from. It's fine because I saved for it, so that technically means that I haven't really spent that money. Do you get me? Like, it's not coming out of this month's wage, which is a good feeling. Also, when we got home, it was quite late and my mum didn't feel like cooking, so we ordered a takeaway and my half was a £9 10p. So do with that information what you will. Yeah. And just like that, we've made it to the end of the week. which means it's time to do what you've all been waiting for, what you all want to know, what I want to know, because that was an extortionate week. That was very much so out of the ordinary for me. I don't do that much spending. This week I think I've spent a total of £10, if that. So I'm slightly mortified at the number that I can see on my phone right now. So after counting it all up, I have discovered that week I spent a grand total of £195.53. There you go, you can see it on my phone, so you know I'm not lying, and work it out yourself if you don't trust me. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I hope I don't spend that much money in a week again, anytime soon. If I do, I don't know. I just won't be happy with myself. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Tell me what else you want to see in the comments. That's always lovely. And don't tell me to do anything with my hair. Every video suggestion I get is, do more hairstyles, do this, do that, cut your hair off, do this with your hair. Look, I love that we all appreciated that one video that I did with long hair, but my hair isn't that long anymore, and I'm not a professional. Maybe I'll do it on the 2-year anniversary of the video, but you'll have to remind me. And if you want to remind me, you better add other video ideas to that list. Okay, bye.